Alright everyone, welcome back to Artful Design TV plays Disco Elysium. Oh yeah, I have no idea what part of the game, what percentage of the game I've completed. I'm just gonna keep going. I have to say, this is one of my prouder accomplishments in the game, having helped start this this nightclub, especially since the alternative was gonna be a drug lab. And I'm helping this programmer trying to figure out this anomaly that's in the church as well. So on top of that, I'm still trying to get to the bottom of this homicide. So here we go. Let's see what we're gonna do today. Yep, still gotta find the murder weapon. Let's go ask Evrart, and probably gonna get shut down there. So I can't figure out where the boardwalk actually is, and I have no idea how to get on the island. I can see the island on the map, but I don't know how to get there. I have no idea what that means. And I have some of the armor pieces, but I don't have all of it. Like, I don't even know what other pieces there are. Maybe a helmet. So I think I have the boots, I have the chest armor, I have the gloves. I don't know if it's pants or a helmet. I don't know. We will see. For now, one thing we can do is to let's go ask Evrart. Yeah. And let's see, we actually have a level to give.
A better deal! Yeah! Medium car!
Medium, cool. Yes, thank you, Egghead. I think I've done all I can for now. But I feel like I really made friends with these crazy people. Ooh, the rain. So I can have more thoughts, I guess. Cleaning out the rooms. I don't know, something I kind of want to know about this. Goes well with this nightclub I started, goes well with this art cop path that I've set myself on. Okay, is there something to unlock? I do have a skill point. Do I want to think about this? Let's do it. Firm. And we are going to internalize this. And start rather quick. Meanwhile, let's go to Evrart. Man, this is really a dreary, dark, dismal place. I mean, the rain. Yeah, just experience, still to this point, I don't know, like 20 some hours into playing this game, walking across this place is still meaningful. I mean, the music is a huge part of it. I don't know, this just doesn't seem like a kind of music you would, you know, run to. Rather, it's a contemplative walk. Yeah. So much of this game just makes you, you know, think and reflect. Pass Kim's automobile, pass this driver, past the whirling in rags, past the racist lorry driver, past the magnesium convenience store, past the strike. I wonder if this guy will have anything new to say. I think he's one of the other mercenaries.
Right to work!
Right. I think he's bugged, so gotta figure out something else there. Yep, so go up the stairs and get to Evrart's office. Tried opening this shipping container. It was the one that was hanging that I kind of moved over here, and I was, you know, apparently maybe there's nothing in there. But I feel like this is also kind of one of those nods of video games where, you know, the shipping container that happens to be hanging on the crane when you get there holds some vital part of the you know, the plot, which I don't think. That's usually not how this game operates, which I really appreciate. Nonetheless, I'm gonna crowbar this instead of the the speed I was sniffing. Impossible. Hey, oh my god, maybe I can do it. In fact, I'm not just opening the door, I am persuading the door to open through rhetoric. Huh. Quite persuasive I am, apparently. Despite the dirt that surrounds trails you, a beacon of light emerges from deep within you. Hello, is anybody in there? Yeah, I think Kim is really kind of the nod in video games containing, like, just happen to have conveniently the piece of the puzzle you need. Or maybe there's something here. And here's a mega rich light bending guy from deep within the container voice. Ahoy, come on in. Okay. Haha, Kim. Oh man, and despite this nod, Kim being the video game, he is he is thwarted by this turn of events. And I guess apparently we're now going into the cargo container. What in the world is happening here? Wow, you know, just last time I learned about the Pale, which is kind of this like nothingness that surrounds this whole world, but also it's in this 2mm hole at the center of the old abandoned church, which is now the nightclub. And that's kind of the source of the programmer's data disappearing, and that is what she's currently trying to investigate. And now we have this mega-rich light-bending guy. The man stands at the far end of the shipping container. It's hard to say anything more about him. You cannot make out any of his details, but you do feel the overwhelming presence of capital. Well, he is mega-rich, I suppose. The feeling causes all the hairs on your body to stand at attention like soldiers preparing for review. That's definitely Squint. Some things in mist light beams bend around his face and scatter in 1,000 directions. It seems the laws of physics do not apply here. They are suspended, distorted, and echo. Visual calculus. From what I can make out, trying to visualize the physics that plays liable to give you an aneurysm. And don't think about it too hard. Yeah, my visual calculus failed. Wow, I think that's the only thing I can say. Welcome, come in, make yourself at home. Sorry I'm not better able to receive you. I wasn't expecting visitors today. What can I do for you, gentlemen? Who are you? Who am I? Oh, I have been asked that question for such a long time. There's genuine surprise in his voice. I don't meet a lot of people outside my circle these days. Anyhow, my name is Rustam Diodor, investor, license holder, an extremely high net worth individual, and you are? Mr. Diodor, I am Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi of the RCM, and this is my partner. Yeah, I really have stuck with what I think is my actual name narrative rather than the Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau narrative. So I'm just going to keep on going with Harrier or Harry. I'm definitely going to ask this guy for money, but before I do that, I'm really more interested in what the heck is going on here. Traveling, this is a great way to get around. It's fun, it's safe, and it gives me lots of time to think. Yes, I guess it's you're bending light inside a shipping container. Start with somewhat general. It's a shame I can't get out and explore myself. One of the downsides of being an extremely high net worth individual is that mobs of low net worth individuals are constantly banding together to ask for money. Well, why don't you help them? You've got so much money it can't make a difference to you. There simply aren't enough hours a day to hand out all the handouts. It's like feeding seagulls. There are always more, and they never seem to do anything interesting with it, except more seagulls. Well, that is a rather cynical view, I suppose. Spending money is a matter of desire, I'm sure you agree. I don't have the desire for spending it like that. So you travel from place to place via shipping container? Smart, no? It also provides a means to hide from all the targeted advertising we extremely high net worth individuals are constantly subjected to. I would say that in, outside of Disco Elysium in like 2020, planet Earth and whatnot, I feel like target advertising is something that all individuals, any individuals near a computer or anything that is connected to the internet is constantly subjected to. Anyway, luxury wraps, high fidelity portable audio systems, pale proof outerwear, and so on. It just gets a bit middle class after a while, a bit bourgeois. Ah, so you're saying being rich isn't worth the hassle. Things all sound pretty nice. What? No, I didn't say that at all. Being rich is great. Just don't tell anyone I told you that. Bending light appears still weak. How did you become so... What's the matter, Kim? Oh, nothing. It's just that we've got this murder to solve, and yet you go around asking everybody about money. Oh yes, I'm gonna ask you about money, because I don't have much. And every time I ask, are you sure this is related to the case? You say, sure, Kim, I think it is. And yet it never seems to get us any closer to solving the case. The man chuckles. It's quite alright, I'm used to the question by now. To be blunt, I inherited my fortune from my grandmother, who herself was an extremely high net worth individual back in Evrart. All I did was take her fortune and invest it prudently. And believe it or not, it takes more than a bit of skill not to blow a vast fortune on sailing boats, bad choices, and unsupervised estate policy. Yeah, what is it like being that? I gotta tell you, first, being rich is a lot of work. You've got to work hard because everything's so darn expensive, you know, prices increase exponentially at this income level. Then once you reach my position, it's nearly impossible for me not to make money. My assets are so diversified that I'm bound to come out ahead no matter what. So my lower net worth friends say to me, but does that take all the fun out of it? And I tell them, not really. Yeah. I don't think so. At least not for me. Don't you think that you should use your great wealth with the glory of your fatherland, your thief, brother working their ass off while you chill here? It's good that you've done so well for yourself. Don't you think you owe some of that wealth to the rest of society? You know, it's actually number 5. Cool, I don't even have any interesting replies. Give me some money. Please, can't you please stop asking everyone for money? It does not reflect well on the RCM, and to be perfectly frank, we can't afford to look worse than we already do. But Kim, I also can't afford to look any better than I do now. That's why I need the money. It's perfectly alright. Based on your appearance, I can tell I'm dealing with a smart man. As you may know, us high net worth individuals do not have a lot of cash on hand. Investments and liquidity are enemies of one another. I think I only have coins for coffee machines. Well, I'll take whatever you got. It's me almost nothing. And that's the idea, my friend. You've got to work for the rest. Well, that's a load of light-bending irony, don't we think? Maybe you can make that money grow. Come up with an investment plan. How does that sound? It would seem that, I don't know, high net worth individuals seem to think that it's easy for everyone else to just grow their money as if out of thin air. This is a proposal, huh? Well then, I put so many points in the conceptualization, maybe it'll finally and literally pay off. Deploying high concept buzzword generator. All systems functional, ready to engage in 3, 2, 1. It's time to disrupt the future. You've got to stay lean, innovate, and focus on what matters most. That children. You should invest in a youth center. A youth center, huh? What kind of youth center? A place to train above kids. I don't know what a above kid is. A place to teach them practical skills. Oh, I see. It's a physical instrument. A place to teach them practical skills, but teamwork and self-discipline. Come on, tell him what he wants to hear. One dedicated to instilling liberal economic values in children from low net worth families, one to inspire the future leaders tomorrow to public service. What would you want to hear? Probably this first one. I want to inspire the future leaders tomorrow to public service. I am not going to tell him what he wants to hear. I'm going to tell him number 2. Oh no, I have no choice. One dedicated to instilling liberal economic values in children from low net worth families. Brilliant. So without children, who will be there to buy stuff in the future? Wow, we are getting some very deep, liberal economic, capitalistic territories here. Yes, and if it doesn't work out, we can always repurpose the center as a shopping mall or private equity firm. Oh my god, are these words actually coming out of my mouth? When life closes a door, it opens a window, yes? What's the expected return on this? Highly educated, work-ready, human capital ready to be directed towards any number of your vast interests. Oh god. Are we talking about like a neoliberal university? With human beings, there's always a risk associated, which is why we get to hold on to the center itself as a fallback. I'm pretty sure he wants to hear that. With human beings, there's always a risk associated, which is why we gotta hold on to the center itself as a fallback. Well, for the sake of this conversation, I'm going to continue with the neoliberal university, as mixed a bag as that may well be. Yup, like I said, we are deep into ultra-liberal territory now. Good work. Oh god, very impressive. You have a natural eye for unusual investment opportunities. Alright, I'm just gonna play the total asshole. I know. I don't normally do this without a formal pitch deck, but to hell with it. What's the point of being rich if you have to follow all the rules? Here's a round of seed funding. This should be enough to prove out the concept and get things off the ground. Cha-ching, what'll it be? Speed, vodka, cigarettes. Thank you for placing unwavering trust in me. Thanks for the handout. Thanks for the handout. It's an investment. Oh, jeez. Kim, are you alright? Yeah, I'm alright. Can we get going now? What am I supposed to do with his money, though? What just happened? I had a conversation with weirder and weirder conversations in this game, and that says a lot. In which I had an investment proposition and for an ultra-liberal, neoliberal center of learning. Some might say that I myself actually teach in real life at such an institution. I have no idea. But I do have 100 more real now. So that's, there's that. Like I said, this game makes you really stop and think about stuff.
Oh, hey, mister. I need to be back to talk with old Leah here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larisse said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And a lot of folks really did keep coming back.
Alright, well, it's time to face the music. By facing the music, I mean talk to Evrart, who, well, it was not too long ago that I was in his office, and that unfortunately was in an episode of that I failed to record properly. So that's the one missing episode of Artful Design TV plays Disco Elysium. I described it afterwards, briefly. But let me just say I met Evrart, who I'm about to re-meet, and he played me like a fiddle. To go with the, you know, face the music theme. And clearly a much more skilled negotiator than I could be, and here is Evrart. This is not a fishing rod, is it? What is it? Alright, Evrart. Fiddle playing number 2. Oh, there's the fishing rod. What does that even mean?
Mr. Dubois, every worker.
I have no idea.
That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns in your heart too. How can I help you today?
Let's start with something seemingly more innocuous. I don't know what that means, Harry, but I love it, he chuckles. I love your initiative. Knowing you're out there keeps things running, lets me focus on the big picture stuff. Don't even tell me what was going on. Alcoholic brew stronger? Stop it. Strike. I'm just gonna let you surprise me, Harry. Oh, well, here's something you may or may not know. Mega Rich Lightbending guy. Oh my god, how did that get in there? I'm just gonna be snarky and say he's so rich he could get in anywhere. Damn it to hell, Harry! He slams his fist on the table. I specifically told you guys to check all the containers for Mega Rich Lightbending guys. I think he wants to take down the Chariot, Evrart. I think it's still innovative. There was a guy in a container. The lieutenant said slowly, but he didn't bend any light through. That was in the detective's head. Oh, really? Oh my god, I am actually going crazy. Honestly, guys, we might be moving all kinds of suspicious things through this harbor, but I won't be caught transporting the light-bending Mega Rich. He shakes his head. I have a reputation to protect. You're right, Harry. I am a socialist. His face turns serious. I'm going to catch the mega rich guy inside the container and harvest his energy to power the harbor's fog lights. I shudder to think what you're going to tell me next, Harry. Not for 1 second did he believe there's an actual mega rich person somewhere in this container town. Let's get to something possibly more heavy and maybe directly related to him. Ah, yes, your side investigation. Thank you. He adjusts his glasses. You've got some spirit clearing up phony drug accusations alongside this murder. I'll talk to the mayor and see if I can get you the key to the city, Harry. Now let's talk a real business. Actually, Rochelle doesn't have a mayor. He refuses to discuss it further. Probably just a small nuisance to him. And a speck of anger in his voice. And that's that, then. Funny. That doesn't ring any bells, Harry. Funny, Lieutenant says, looking up from his notebook. She was trying to set up a narcotics operation at Old Church on the coast. Oh, that seal. I actually don't know how to pronounce that. He taps his temple. Yes, I do seem to remember sending a pretty young thing down there to liven up the place. Get some hypnotic music in there. Did you also tell her to start the amphetamine lab? Yeah. Amphetamine lab? He seems taken aback. That sounds very immoral and debauched. Frankly, a health risk. But what do I know about kids these days? The music they listen to, the drugs they do while they listen to that music. He shakes his head with a melancholy smile. It sounds like to me you're trying to start amphetamine lab in the district, the lieutenant says with an uncharacteristic note of contempt in his voice. And you are using some delinquents you found God knows where to set it up and run it for you. You tell him, Kim. Found God knows where, the big man exhales loudly. That Asil is the daughter of Miko the Kebab, a man who once killed a guy with a kebab. I think a daughter of a man who killed a man with a kebab can handle running a little nightclub, and don't you? Miko the Kebab? Really? Maybe he's a burglar or Jacob. He stares off in the distance, seemingly trying to remember something. I think it might have been Conrad. Anyway, I shut down them. But let them go on with a nightclub plan. I'm not telling him nothing. I got it, Harry. It was a Rotighost. Rotighost the kebab. He smiles smugly. But enough koshkos and kebabs. What else can I do for you? Oh, do I have to give in and actually open that door and do this shady deed for him so he can help me make this shady deal with this person who does not exude an ounce of trustworthiness? Not yet, but I may well be back. What else can I do here? Find another weapon. Oh man, do I have to go do this shady deal? I really don't have any other leads. Is this meant for me to do? Is this the choice the game has pushed me towards? I don't know. How in the world am I going to locate a working firearm that shoots that ammo that I found? Choices. Right, Harry.
Yes?
You ever talk with yourself? Nice empathy, I think that's right. That's where his conversations with himself take place. We all have our different mediums. His is written. And thank you, conceptualization. I think that seems like a fair and good and sound assessment. Nonetheless, that tells me nothing more. Well, maybe we have to hear Evrart out as shady as that feels. I could try to find Ruby, and that has not been very helpful. Alright, let's go compromise.
Mr. Dubois, every worker, member of the board. How can I help you today?
I'm interested in opening the door you asked me to open. Perhaps it will help me somehow. Oh god. A fantastic change of heart, Harry. He rubs his nose. Go talk to Manana down the gates. He'll brief you and give you the key. Just open one little door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. That's it. Anything else we should discuss? How about my lost gun? No, Harry, I'm perfectly neutral and 100% for transparency. That is so not the truth. I know people say a lot of bad things about whoever that is, Union, but we are actually squeaky his chair. Squeaky clean. Ha, clever. Yes, he really doesn't seem to mind. Sure, he thinks it's about transparency. Alright, I think I am on the Devil's Road now. Time to see where it goes. Just like that, it is snowing. It was raining not too long ago. That's so interesting. Either Kim is in denial that there's any light bending happening in there, or I am actually just going crazy. Probably the latter. You know what? Let's go check it out. Is he still in there? Nope, I guess that was that. Will he appear? When will he appear? And what expectations would he have on this return and investment of that he gave me, you know, 100 real, and what am I supposed to do with that money? I don't know. Why is that box blue? I don't know. Yeah, well, Renee sadly passed away like a day ago. So I am going to take the uniform. Yeah. I think it's like both of these. Yeah, cool. Trash superstar. Big dick cop down on his luck. Slum occupied badass on bitch disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Lights. Camera. Action. Wait. What is this about a ludicrous fantasy world? Yeah, you know, beneath it just action! Whatever that means. More thoughts to think. I like it. So what is this blue box? I have to go check it out from the other side.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Oh boy, Evrart said you have a key to a door. doing this for political reasons. Yep, I think I kind of really are one of these none of the above types. There's a basement door behind the greenhouse. It's behind the whirling rags. That's all I know. Operations which called compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business. Are you a communist? No, he paused to think for a moment. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value in saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't. Well, a philosopher, dock worker indeed. You know, I kind of don't have anything to add to that. Indeed. The boss man Evrart, what can you tell me about him? By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it, appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish. He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway, and moralism is the most corrupt of them all. And this man has political theory, and it has not failed him today. Sure, I've had the necessary free time. He spreads his arms wide, using the reach to show how much time he has. Unfortunately, there's always time. The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most important thing. That's why he's just been sitting here ever since I met him like a few days ago in the game. It all comes together now, the way he speaks about scabs, his general attitude. He's a follower of 500-year-old Franco-Nigerian whatever something code, itself an appropriation of Vespertine cool. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. Is this disco? I don't know if that it is. I don't know that it's not. No. right? What have I learned? What have I thought? Okay, so Egghead is clearly not Van Eyck in disguise. Van Eyck is in Orange's disc jockey, but those people get around, especially in Revachol, in the clubs on Boogie Street. Perhaps he stayed there for a short stint and discarded part of the song he was working on now, just threw it away, and then it ended up in the hawthorn tree. But why? Did he think it was retrograde? It wasn't. Perhaps he caught a glimpse of the future and did not want for it to arrive just yet. Perhaps the city whispered the top line to him and he was frightened by it. I have no idea what this is going to get me, but you know what? I kind of like it. Except anything more to unlock some kind of superstar. Okay, time to do the devil's deed. Basement door. My God, what have I gotten myself into? Also, what does this jacket give me? Endurance. Calculus. Honestly, like, authority has really been low throughout, so let's put that t-shirt on. I kind of like that. Want green shoes? Oh dang, I'm getting all the Van Eyck posters in the world now. Now that I've thought the thought. Alright, Bubs.
Looking for something, Runt? Huh? Coming to tell me to fuck off again?
Not today. So, gotta get in the basement, the whirling rug. Dang, this guy is everywhere. Oh no. Who's that person? So many,
The Coppernado is back. What do you want?
Thank you, Kim, for this rational observation. On the consequences of breaking certain social contracts. You heard the man right here. You're armed with... Oh boy.
Hey, was there something you needed?
Yeah, he's much more friendly to me now. Not yet. I'm not staying here. Just let me see if you're going to tell me anything. What does Kuno say?
Fuck does Kuno care?
You have the key. The door's behind the greenhouse in the yard. A basement door. Oh. It's that one. Maybe we should stop holding this pry bar. Probably not the best way to win friends. Is this the place? I believe it is. Doors braved the elements for decades. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and so is the knocker, shaped like a lion's head. That's unexpected. So while I'm here, let me see if I can figure out what that blue box is. That's just the white box. Arnaud's influence pervades Martinez, it would seem.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you?
Hello, Evrart. We meet again.
Mr. Dubois, every worker, member of the board. How can I help you today?
It's interesting. I mean, that clearly, I think that was that may have been planned for me to find the place already occupied. Part of this Evvart's manipulative tactics. But Evrart forgives Harry. Sounds like the kind of guy that would, add my boy after saying Harry. No, don't cry, my boy. It's gonna be alright. I'm still gonna tell you about the murder. That's just the way I am, benevolent. Now, let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who killed who and why. He pretends to roll up his sleeves. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry. This is gonna be good. I've heard about a connection between the lynching and the strike. I'd like to hear what you know about it. By now, I'm sure you figured out who the dead man's working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines sent to scare us. Another a violent measure. The top hats against us. Flat caps. Listening. Harry, this strike is the culmination of many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries. You mean our victim? A security contractor. Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship. They sent in hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire. It forms a motion as spraying bullets from a machine gun. I'm talking beasts, hardened killers from proxy wars in Yesud, Semenine, Sarah, Miriza, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children. The Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry. Perhaps everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant. No, Harry, the elephant is a metaphorical and so is the village, but the mercs and their brutality are very real. And now I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container. He laughs. Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it. I think I did try it. But enough about me and my fun container. His face turns serious. The killers company hired, I think there were three of them, all hardened commando types. That tracks with other things I've heard. One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, little rapey. He shakes his head. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out in trees. A negotiator, you mean Joyce? Harry, he says, ignoring the lieutenant. What you need to realize is we dock workers are not pushovers. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does push us hard enough, and we push back, and what we do, he raises his finger, we push to kill. Potentially, Harry, potentially. We got arm wrestling champions, rowing club people, ex-coal miners, tough guys, all ready to spring into action for their home base. Or who exactly did the pushing? There's a militant wing inside the union group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor but peacekeeping the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly. That sounds a bit like organized crime, yeah. They're like you guys. He nods to you, Lieutenant. Idealistic people who wants to make sure bad things won't happen if they already have, well, punishment must follow. I think we might be talking about Hardys. I mean, I feel like Evvart's been nudging the whole homicide onto them. Yep, here he comes. One day, Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, Socialist Democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burning the land." This we know actually did not track with our findings, but go ahead, Evrart. You probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. He chuckles. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation. Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this? Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They are Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I like to see the man who takes them in. Well, that tracks with my earlier effort to try to arrest them. That didn't go too well. There's just too many of them, and it looks like we might begin something that's even more serious. He chuckles. Besides a semi-lawyer girl to look after them. Uncertainty belies his boasting at the end, though he believes it, or at least he wants to believe. So he doesn't want to counter the narrative that exonerates the Union, but why? Let's learn more about Titus Hardy and his crew. Tribunal, he's pierced a gas. That sounds serious, Harry. We Union men should be shitting ourselves. He rubs his chin and smiles suddenly. I wish you hadn't told me that. I'm gonna lose sleep over this. Let's change the subject. He's clearly happy about it. You don't seem too worried about it. Oh, Harry, what do I really think about the Tribunal? You're trying to climb to second base with old Evrart before you've even courted him properly. All right. Yeah, here's the rub, man. We don't think the Hardy crew killed this man. This is so strange. But of course, the least I can do for my good friend Harry, I'll do it right now if we concluded this talk. Was it a good talk? He leans back somewhere, and I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with this strike. Yes, I would love to know. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like I'm Mr. Martinez, and of course I wanted you to find your gun. Great sense comes over him, but it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet? Yes, Harry, it's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left, he says, slowly shaking his head. I want to, but I just can't. Oh, jeez. Yes, the Devil's Road has many twists and turns. The man at the left, so you have to be a social democrat. He's been hurt too many times in the past by many large social. I'm a money engineer. What's that supposed to mean? There's another scheme missing. Perfect, Harry. That's perfect. My version of the left is not against the companies, it's with the companies. Honestly, what I have in mind is a business proposal, a left-wing business proposal, but still. What would this entail? Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. Somehow I doubt that. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta. A youth center, eh? Am I? The big man shakes his head in disbelief. Harry, these people, Martinez is the most important thing in my life. I would never let anything bad happen to them. Wow, there's not a sentence I take at face value from Evrart. We're gonna build a youth center there. The value of the properties goes up and kids have a place to play, and I'm looking out for these people. Not pulling the rug from under them, Harry. I'm looking out for all of Martinez, not just the harbor. The Devil's Road. Where will it take me to now? I actually care about the people in this fishing village. Is this gonna somehow betray them? You need to get signatures from Isabel and Lillian. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I heard there was some trouble with the water lock, but it should be fixed now. Then I know we can do business together. Why am I having this conversation with myself? They direct modes of taxation, sale taxes, excise taxes, extraction tax, this tax that doesn't even have a name, plus there's the stuff people in other countries pay for. That makes them ask for more money from you here. The Gossamer state. It's a myth. In total, the coalition government is taking 98% of all your money. What are you not sure about? They're milking your nipples until they bleed. Can't you see? Aren't you sick and tired of having bloody nipples? I'm not really sure what I should do here. Yeah, I don't think I want to be made into a free market type. And I'm curious as to what happens when I do this. Opting in. And I become like errand boy for Evrart. I'm not sure if I like that. Me leave not feeling very clean. Man, I'm not looking forward to whatever these two signatures mean that I have to get. I just want to get this part over with. I wonder if there's like a fast travel system. Does not appear to be, but I gotta get over here.
Hola, wandering man.
Say? Nope. There before? I have. Oh, I hope she's not one of the ones I have to get a signature from.
Our
Oh,
tenant,
it is.
the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Man, these people have been so kind to me. Like, she gave me a room for free, but also just seemed like good people. I mean, super down on their luck. I wonder what is in this envelope. The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. That's 3 stories tall. It's going to be awfully close to the already existing buildings, almost wall to wall, practically integrating them into the youth center. This is either ominous or cool architectural choices, hard to say. The money's on cool, looks like a cubic pyrite. Kim, what do you think of this? I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but... There's no loopholes. Looks for this current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 or 40 months their lives will be dominated by constant construction noise right next door. Yeah, what are the ramifications? This once the construction starts, it'll probably take a few months, a year maybe, for even the most stubborn occupants to get tired of living like this. After that, they'll sell the properties for cheap and move out. Wow. Interesting.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer? What if we go into my abode and let's
We'll forge the signature here. Hell yeah. I hope this doesn't mean these people are gonna still be subject to this. Or at least need somehow get out of this. Yes, the document may be nullified to dispute it. That means Evrart will have no to start over. Well, this is probably not going to ultimately put me in Evrat's good graces, but you know what? Forget that guy. This might mess up my chances of moving forward, at least in this path of the case, but you know what? That's what it is. Put the envelope in the mailbox in the plaza. Back to the plaza, I guess. I think that's next to the whirling in rags. The mailbox. Where is the mailbox? Is that the mailbox? I think that's the mailbox. I knew we'd get to use this mailbox for something. Ha ha ha. Oh, a little bit of video game nod, I think. Drop the white envelope into the mailbox. Okay, back to Evrart's. I may be on the devil's road, but I don't have to do everything exactly as the devil tells me to do. And Evrart is not going to use me as his means to kind of push these people out from the fishing village. Here we are again. Hello, Evrart.
Mr. Dubois, every worker, member of the board. How can I help you today?
By guile and deceit you're in. Somehow I doubt it's that simple. don't know his full plan. Perhaps he expected trickery. Perhaps the signatures were important. The point is, and don't not think you're ahead of him. I think that is right. First of all, where's my gun? Your gun was found 2 days ago. With all information we'd have to me, but it had to be done. Fine, where is it? Tonight, starting at 2200, near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Porter, you know my men didn't kill him. They told you it was a happy accident. You know how it is, no one takes the initiative. I want him dead. I would have had to do it myself. I'm too fat for that. What do you gain from him being dead? Why, a war, of course. Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. A victory to gain. We are going to start a war with Pine's group and win before they realize there is a war. Why are you telling me your plans? Because we're friends, Harry. Oh boy. So not true. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start. I mean, I am a officer of the law, but I don't like any of these choices. And perhaps it is not my place to judge or express an opinion. And this is illegal, but that seems just like fact. Harry, by now you should know I would never do anything tricky like that. However, if the construction noise and limited street access makes some people consider moving, well, let's just say there will be freshly renovated buildings near the roundabout where those poor people can finally enjoy a significant uptick in quality of life. I'm talking real affordable worker palaces. Somehow I don't think that is true. So the village is doomed, he says grimly. You were there, you saw the place, a wasteland. There's nothing left. But mark my words, officers. He slams his fist on the table, causing some of the coffee to spill. We are going to reset it. Reset, he repeats. I have big plans for Martinez, and they do not include humans living in those big sheds on the coast. That land will be used for municipal buildings and commerce. Harry, imagine a youth center, supermarket, church complex employing hundreds, no thousands of people. The coast will be lit up with enterprise and life. All those ruins out there turned into low-income housing, quote unquote. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on. Yes, I do. I got the center. I got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years I'll get the church too. The wheels are already turning, Harry. The wheels of progress. This post-war limbo, I won't stand for it. There are kids practically playing with their own feces out there. It cannot go on. I'm not a simplist, Harry. I'm a realist. My statue will be in Martinez rebuilt. 5 stories, building complexes, kids off speed, and landowners in ozone hating me. And that will be my statue and yours. We're doing this together. You're up to something. Damn right I'm up to something, Harry. The fist lands on the table again. I'm gonna make the working man as rich as Joyce and Messier. And that's my job, just like yours, is to keep the peace. Well, really glad I forged those signatures. Great, Harry, great. I think we have truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock Day. We have united the RCM and the Depardieu unions under their sadness in his tone. This points to you. It's been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open. About the harbor? Nope. That's interesting. I can get my gun back now, or is that a trap? It's impossible to say. Definitely don't trust this Evrart. And I guess he shared all this with me because he believes that all of this is so set in motion that not me, not Joyce, not anyone can undo it at this point.
Oh, hey, mister. I need to be back to talk with old Leah here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larisse said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And a lot of folks really did keep coming back.
So shady to meet someone on the empty boardwalk at like between 10 p.m. and like 2 a.m. to learn about my missing gun. Jeez. That is fishy. Interesting. I feel like I spent this entire morning dealing with Evrart. Much has been learned.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
That would be our lucky races. I really like that answer. I don't want to subscribe to his advanced race theory. But will that get me across this checkpoint? I don't know. Quite interesting. I mean, like, the set of tasks here, I've whittled this down from, I don't know, a lot of tasks that I've completed. I feel like I am possibly close to the end of this playthrough as a thinker, or maybe this is only the first part of it. It's kind of hard to tell. That's kind of where we are, and well, I gotta meet this person after 10 p.m. And this also makes me really interested in playing this game once again, you know, if I ever finish it. And I bet there's gonna be, and if I do finish it, I bet there's gonna be multiple endings, right? I mean, there's just so many choices that have been made. But then after that, I'm really interested in playing this through as like one of the other two classes with completely different emphasis and attributes. So looking forward to that, but first I'm going to try to finish this playthrough. But I think this is a good place to pause this particular session. I've learned a lot from Evrart, and also learned he is really as shady as I thought he was. So there's that. Anyway, we shall return with more Artful Design TV plays Disco Elysium. Thank you for experiencing this together. We will play again soon.